Hey guys, it's Libby, your life bestie, and guess what? I am officially unemployed. I mean, like, I'm out of the 8 to 5 grind, and I just, as much as people cry when they get out of their 8 to 5, I am actually celebrating. Celebrating because celebrating and sad at the same time because it has been quite a beautiful journey for me, and I really thought that, and I was really scared of the unknown, and that's why I stayed with what is comfortable and safe. However, I really knew that I am being called to a bigger purpose, and I can no longer deny the fact that there is so much waiting for me. And so I decided to go and step into my purpose and to use my time to be able to really do it and use it for me, for what brings me joy. I knew, so if you guys didn't know, I was working with Nadine and Dan um, as an operations manager, wherein I managed the operations manager. And then I also was taking care of the websites, reels, all of the things, clients, all those things. And for 2 years, I really grew with them. Aside from that, like, those are just the things. However, I really grew personally with myself, with how I think, with how I lead as well. Being surrounded with amazing people who talk growth and opportunities and everything about, moving our life's needle has helped me become the person that I am today. They're also the ones that supported me in most of my endeavors, and I'm in so much gratitude for them because they're just not people that I work for. They are family for me, and over time I've grown and had sisters, my sister and my brother and little nephews, and my most of all, I had a mother with, doing the work with them, like Mamacita. So it was really um it was really a big decision for me to finally say goodbye and to step into what I can no longer deny. And with that, I mean the me being really stepping into becoming my me becoming a life coach, a speaker, a content creator, and to really serve the community. So I'm really excited for this next chapter, and of course, I am bringing you along. So when I made the decision, actually, it really took a long time for me to be able to accept that this is the path that I am going. Um, as I really enjoy being in the back end, doing all the tech stuff, and at the same time coaching. However, along the way, I realized that life was showing me so much more, that I was so much more than the back end, and I needed to share it with more people, most especially here in the Philippines. So honestly, I was really supposed to fly out of the country to live in Australia to do the work there because I felt like they're the only ones who get me. Like my train of thoughts, they get me. Like they are my people. However, when I started running retreats here in the Philippines and my contents were booming and there were a lot of people being in gratitude, I saw that there's so much potential here in the Philippines and so much I can help so much in the Philippines, and I decided to stay and really give my all in running retreats, workshop, and supporting everybody. And here's what I firmly believe. We people outside the country, or most western countries, or those who are in the third world or whatever, their way of thinking is really abundant, like because they are not in the scarcity mindset. They weren't, I guess it was also because of the history, and they weren't really in the scarcity mindset, unlike us Filipinos, wherein we were colonized and we were really taught, and it was really practiced for us to not talk at all and thus, we were trained not to use our voice. I before, I was the type of person who wouldn't use my voice because I was told that it was really disrespectful, and I can't really use my voice because I need to follow the rules and all of that. I mean, that is just how society works, right? However, for me, I knew that it wasn't working for me, especially that I have so much dreams, and if I just keep on following what was given to me, I would really start resenting, and I knew in my heart that there was more for me. So at this time, I also had the feeling that although I am growing, although I'm really enjoying my time with Nadine and Dane in operations and coaching, I also found myself very limited, um, because I can no longer deny the fact that Philippines needs support, needs help. um, Philippines needs to have this mindset as well. What I have learned outside the country, um, and the mindset that everybody has outside, I knew that this can also be shared here, especially in the Philippines. So basically, what I think about that is that Philippines has a parang very close. Just this is just for me, like very close mindset because we are like a very religious country, right? And this is just my take, and we are so limited with the rules of the society, with the box, that we can't be ourselves because somebody else might be angry if we become ourselves, like in general. That's it. And most often, if you don't follow the rules or whatever, you get shamed for that. And we are often shut up because there's so much hierarchy, and I guess that really needs to change. Like, emotions aren't welcome. Those kind of beliefs that doesn't really work for everyone, and it's not really working everyone. That's why I also have this realization that a lot of people are depressed because, as per definition, depression is oppression of emotions. And if we are not in a safe space for us to express ourselves, we won't be able to express it like how we used to through our five senses. That's why we're here. And so we repress it in our body, and the body keeps score, and thus the body will manifest it for us. That's why we often ask, why do I feel this way? Or why and there's no laboratory findings, and they say it's stress. And most often, stress is coming from emotions that has been repressed as well, and the body is the one that is being put in stress. So I firmly believe that if we just create this environment and this space for everybody to be themselves in a very safe and where everybody wins way, I guess that can create the change that Philippines deserves. That the and this is, I guess, the secret to having an abundance mindset for everybody. And the more that we think abundantly, everything else follows. So my heart goes for that. That's why I decided to stay here and work with this, because it's not really about me, it's already also about my children. So yeah, I said, like, and the next generation and the next generations to come. And if I were to live my life, I just really wanted it to be meaningful. I want my life to leave a legacy, and I just didn't want to exist. I want to live. I didn't want to live, every day just waking up and going to work and falling asleep without a purpose. Yes, you can provide. However, you get to this point in life where you ask yourself, for what purpose am I really living? So that's why I decided that now I knew how to do it. I have helped so many people, so many businesses, and I guess it's time for me to fly. So last time we had, they last few days they did bid me goodbye, and they had a ceremony which was really nice. Honestly, I really thought that they're gonna be angry because I was going to, you know, get out and leave the role that we were so used to because we did it all together. However, they were really happy because we get to do it together now across the globe. So I'm really excited for this next part because I've really built already a community of more than 1,000 people, and people are starting to see me. I'm fully stepping into my role as a creator, as a leader, and running retreats that can help more people running events that can support more people, and I guess creating all these meaningful content that can help people grow and become permission pieces for everyone. So if you ask me, Lib, why are you doing this? Honestly, it's just really what brings me joy and what gives me life. And we want to do things that really brings joy, and give brings us that feeling of it's so good to be alive. And the only thing that makes me feel like that alive is when I coach people and help people and see people win. And that's why I still continually do that. At the same time, I already saw the results with my children. 7 and 9, Maggie and Kobe are 7 and 9, and now I get to see them lead as well, not only here at home, also in their school. And I've also let them hold spaces as well in our workshop, in the safe space. And there's really a lot of things coming up for me. So I'm really, really excited for this next bit, because what I took back from that was now have the time to create more, to serve more, to express more, and that's really important for me. And I work with what's important for me and the values that I run along. So there, and then I am so excited because I am now stepping into this work that really lights me up, and I really get to focus now on doing it every single day and be better at it. So leaving really wasn't easy for me. It felt like, being there as part of it's a very huge part of my identity for 3 years of working with them, and at the same time learning. And there were so many nights before I made the decision, like, what if it was a mistake, or what if I fail? And then I remembered, like, what if I fly? So always remember that the unknown will always be scary, and it it's only scary because we were programmed in a way that if you're not sure what's on the other side, you have to take a step back. Like, you're not supposed to go there, or else you'll die. However, if you know now that we're adults that opportunities are on the other side, and what the real question there is, what would your higher self tell you, the one that has succeeded? It's probably come go on the other side. And that's what's been running on my mind for the longest time. And as much as I enjoyed that familiar safe space, I know that I really needed to go so that I can serve more people and I can really maximize this life. And so honestly, you don't really need anything to start, or you don't need anything, or you don't have to figure it all out before you even start. You just have to take it day by day, step by step. And my life looks really different right now. After I said, like, I'm moving and transitioning, I'm just really not leaving. I just still have projects with them. It's just not 8 to 5, right? So when I said that I was gonna transition, it looks really different now. As you guys might have realized, I'm a very spontaneous person. I don't work on routine. I work with what feels best with me. What you know. Now my alarms are slower. I have so much gratitude. I get to spend time with the kids, with my cat, with with myself, and doing the things that brings me joy. um, that's really more important to me, really having time with my family and myself, my body, right? And um, it's just like everything just became so meaningful for me, because I now get to brainstorm new projects, have collaborations, and everything just feels so aligned. And you know that you're on the right path when it feels light. And don't get me wrong, there will be always all these experiences, fears, and challenges along the way. And one of it is really having that stability of having that paycheck month per month, and it's just like saying I have to really fully rely on myself now. And that's really uncomfortable, right? And I'll just really remind myself that the only time that I have truly have is now. How am I utilizing it? Am I in every moment that I use, is this bringing me closer to where I am going? And now my dreams got bigger. It also means bigger sacrifices. And not everybody gets that. Like, you don't just get the next big thing by sitting on your desk waiting for a miracle to happen and waiting for everything to fall. It also needs hard work. It also needs double like strategy and having that clear energy in between. And when I talk about energy, these are the things that I talk most often with my clients. Energy work is really aligning with the all the different chakras. As you guys know, we're energetic beings, and that's what I do. I work with the energy, with the different energy, making sure that I express everything of what's needed, and that's what I am here for. And so I told myself that now that I am out of it, I'm really gonna make the most out of it. I got myself a mentor on this journey, and I also made sure that, in every moment, every day, it it produces something to move my life's needle. And I might not get it right away. However, I know that if I am constantly in work and consistent with the actions that I take, it's gonna get somewhere. And all the actions that I take are not just actions, it's aligned action leading to where I'm going. And you get what I'm saying? Because not everybody who takes the action and who are hardworking actually gets results. Sometimes you're just doing the same thing and then become a master of the same thing, not evolving. And that's you. What you should do is be taking the aligned action towards your goals, right? So I have my list here of what I'm gonna say, but hindi ako mawala. So, I really make sure that in this journey, I nourish my mind, my body, and soul. I make sure now that I have a lax schedule, that in my calendar, I have a schedule for my mind, to work on my mind, to nourish myself with thoughts, with ideas that can help me in moving my needle. I have books there, I listen to podcasts. I am very careful with my belief because I believe that my beliefs would greatly affect the reality, right? So that now the body, I got myself a coach and I make sure that every day I get to move my body because my body is a vessel, my body is a temple, my body is what allows me to be here talking to you and be present. So I am really taking great care with my body. Next is the soul. Every single day I add it to my calendar because I operate in calendar to write there how can I nourish my soul. It's through grounding, through expression of self, and what really brings me joy. And it's really important for all of us to increase our energy so that we can give more. As energetic beings, we operate based on energy, and if we keep sharing and maintaining that high energy, you'll be able to give more, and thus the universe rewards you with more. And yeah, that's why you have to work on your mind, body, and soul. Just in case one isn't okay, at least all the other body and soul will work with it, right? So it's a constant work. And at the same time, I know for sure that if I constantly work on myself, everything else will follow. Yeah, yeah. So I also like visualize my dreams. I listen to and have like a vision of where I am going. I also connect with people because their energy fills me up, and really depending on people. Nandito kasi sa aking lista, ano sasabihin ko. So lately, I've been building systems for my day to day just to make sure that I follow through my calendar. So right now, I actually have my schedules here. Oh no, not that, but that's my schedules there. And then at the same time, I operate in Google. And, since I am a very feeling based person, I know that operations, actually, ironic as it seems, systems is what I needed to practice on. And for me to expand as a person, I need to make sure that my systems are intact. And so, yeah. And another thing is that I have to also do have my system so I won't feel overwhelmed. So I would have like a visuals of how it looks like so that, I operate in a very high capacity. So, I also have to really plan how it goes because it's failing to plan is planning to fail. And now, if you're someone who's ever been stuck to a 9 to 5, or I wonder what life you could have had beyond your comfort zone. And what would you do if you know that you wouldn't fail, right? So drop below on the comments and start the conversation. That's in the script. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's a script ko. Ayoko na din mag-edit. So, I'm just really in this space right now of, since I'm just in my office, I don't want to add drama so much on this podcast. I just, I just really wanted to share with you the journey of how I'm gonna make it happen. I'm already starting. I've created candles kanina, and um, I did start with, what else was I starting? Yeah, candles, and then I already had the cap. So exciting siya na part because now my energy is now reciprocated based on my personal efforts. So, kung gaano ako ka-hardworking, now I know na I'm the person that can reap what I just saw. So that really excites me a lot. So anyway, I'm back to vlogging. I'm back to updating you what life has been to. I have a lot of products as well that I wanted to share with you in the next vlog. However, I just really want to show up and thank you for being here and learning with me. If I'm just vlogging here at home, then probably I'm just really here at home. I'll do my best to post every day. If not, it's gonna be once a week. Kasi I'm doing it on my own. At the same time, I'm gonna be getting married by next week. It's really an exciting adventure for me. Yeah, there's so many things happening for me, and I want to thank you who believed in me, even when I doubted myself a lot. Um, I'm honestly really, really scared about this next chapter, and I guess it's really excitement now that I get to fly the coop again and go on an adventure that is for me now and is so nourishing. Um, I'm excited to share with you behind the scenes and planning retreats, running my business, and showing you the real life entrepreneurship look like. So, ayan nga, I'm very spontaneous first since I figured that I need to have a script. I need to learn what's happening here in YouTube. Then I just wrote a script at the back of this camera. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying and learning. As much as I want to update, I would be overthinking. So I might as well be posting this as it is. So I hope you guys learn with me and let's go together. If you want, follow along, hit subscribe, turn on notification, and let's go together. Bye.